Oh, hello! Welcome to today, where we see clearly when we do what's necessary to clear and clean, right? Yes. Welcome to today. Let's tune in. Excellent. Lips. There it is. I hope you're well and good. And feeling the love sauce. Yes. Feeling the love, choosing the love, being the love. Chewing on the love train. Okay. Let's do it. Let's tap on in and see what Spirit has for us to consider today. To consider, to marinate upon, and all that jazz. Oh, it's all about your inner beauty. Yes, a 21, which is a 3. Inner beauty. Look at the solace, the peace, the calm, the contentment, the comfort within self, right? That's what it's about. When you have a calm, peaceful sense of being within, peace shines out your face like sunbeams. Yes. Okay. Let's see what the Arcturians want to add to our focus upon inner beauty, the inner states. They want you to know it is wise. You are wise. The wisdom center, that place within that you can curl into, that you can warm up into, right? That internal fire that you tend is cozy, is warm. It creates an environment, right? Just think of snuggling under a blanket in front of a fire, right? With some hot cocoa, hot cacao. And you're just like, all cozied up in there. That feeling, but inside your body, right? Inside your body. Okay. So the wisdom to know the difference between a regulated nervous system and not an irregulated nervous system. All of the cards. Okay, first let's just revisit the wisdom. This book is falling apart. Wisdom. The earth energy of wisdom centers you in your body, thus granting access to your own inner wisdom. Yes. Yes, and from this center space of peace, from your inner realms, right? Then all things are doable. All things are navigatable, right? You can allow, surrender, trust, have faith in, know that all things are working in your favor. And so there's a peacefulness to it, right? Something breaks, that's okay, right? That gives me an opportunity to get something new, and a recognition that energy is moving, right? Things are changing, things are shifting, and to allow it. It's that whole don't cry over spilt milk. It's already done. It happened, right? There's nothing you can do about it except to quickly move on from it. And that creates peace in your heart space. Yes. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, so we've got answers, messages from the gods, but also your inner connection, right? Something about Odin, Hunin, and Munin, which are thought and memory, inner eye, secret scroll, right? Information coming in, messengers of the gods. Okay, we got Redo, which is perfect. There is that like water, surrender, and like water, go with the flow, right? And this is the embodiment of flowing. So that's beautiful. Then we have the diggers. Okay, the butterfly, all part of this gorgeous transformation that we are actively within constantly. Like an onion, peeling back the layers. Each layer represents the death of an old and the birth of a new in tandem, right? To peel back the old is to reveal the new. This is that beautiful balance. Okay, and Gable, which is beautiful. Which is beautiful. Okay. Let's see what Ansus wants to tell us. What you got for us, Ansus? Oh, Rado wants to come out first. Journey, natural rhythms, action, movement, right path. Ah, yes, Rado oversees the journey. There is a calm, confident, ordered energy to this rune. It references forward motion and the ability to achieve your goals by being in the right place at the right time. Take ownership and control of your story. You are the leader of your life, and developing a true and reliable inner compass is your greatest asset. There you go. Navigatable, right? Okay. And where are you? Okay. Messages. Messages are tricky to receive when you're looking too hard. What the? Okay, diggers. Breakthrough, awakening, enlightenment, balance point, and transformation. Yes, balancing opposite forces such as light and dark, mental and emotional, masculine and feminine, doubt and certainty. And that's your inner compass, right? Your navigation system. Am I feeling doubt? Well, let's not head that way. Am I feeling certain? Let's head that way, right? Okay. And the elusive messages from the gods. Where the heck is it? Oh, there it is. Communication, insight, divine inspiration, order, and true vision. Beautiful. Wisdom is true vision. Yes, maybe. Anzus is the rune of Odin, of divine breath of all creation, and is also called the messenger rune. In a reading, it brings a message of divine inspiration, creation, formation, and transformation. It indicates the strong presence of your ancestors and your ancestral line. Beautiful. Trust in your inner compass, right? In the signs, synchronicities, nudges, inklings, intuitive pulls. These are all your ancestors and your spirit guides signaling to you to move, to go, to wait, to flow, whatever it is, right? Anzus represents the arrival of a revelation or insight. Language, with all its uses and power, is central to this rune. Okay, and the gable. Oh, there it is. Gifts, partnership. Had a hard time saying that one. Gifts, partnership, sacrifice, fair exchange, and honor. Gebo is a powerful and generous symbol of sacred exchange. To receive, you must also release. When blessed, you should in turn bless. Gebo encourages honoring your commitments and contracts and returning like for like. Union comes in many forms: love, friendship, family, and business. Right, because the swan knows the gift of lasting love. Joining with their partner, they exchange a promise and a bond of fidelity, allegiance, and trust. Each lives in the harmonious cycle of giving and receiving while caring for, loving, and protecting the other. Beautiful. It made me drool a little bit. Okay. Okay. Gorgeous. Yay. Oh, you're gonna be fast moving out of your hermit zone soon. Okay, community. Partnership, right place at the right time, sacred exchange, like for like, gorgeous, inner beauty, attracting your tribe, your wisdom to recognize, and your ability to flow and be in the right place at the right time, receiving messages from your guidance system during your transformation process. There you go. There's the message. Okay, we got a clump coming out today. So let's see. We've got temperance coming out. Okay, this is that balance process, acknowledgement of process, of time and place, of light and shadow, of masculine and feminine, of balance between when to be and when to do. Excuse me. Is this confirmation burping? Okay. So that's beautiful. Temperance, confirmation. Yes, trust the process, trust the alignment, trust the reflections, trust the directions. We've got the judgment. This is your new life. You're here. It's happening. You're born. You're breathing. You're engaging now, right? So recognize the old ways and peel them away, right? This is your inner compass. This is your tipping point. This is how I used to respond. This is how I respond now. This is how I used to think. This is how I think now. Okay? Claim it, own it, take it. Okay, and then we've got the King of Cups, moving action from your heart space. This is your compass, your wheel that you steer. Your steering wheel. Okay. Oh, okay. I had to peek. Okay. So we've got two kings here. Two kings. Okay, I might as well just show you all of them. Okay. So with these two kings, we've got your heart and your passion, your action, both because they're kings, right? Two kings. King's masculine energy is about movement. It's about action. It's about focus. So the King of Wands is the focused king that gets things done in balance, right? The masculine and feminine lions here, the light and the shadow, devil and angel on the shoulder, right? And the steerer. We even have this steering wheel gear compass situation going on in the background. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. So moving with focus from your heart space. Gorgeous. I'll put these two over here. These two kings here. The heart and the movement, okay? And then we've got the passion stick, the newness, the spark, the ignition, the inspiration, the creation, the start of something new, moving towards it. And then we've got the wounded heart here. Okay, so I feel like this is a nod or an what did you call it? A consideration of past movements that weren't coming from your heart space, leading to heartache, right? And this makes sense. We've all done it. It's part of the process of learning how to value and make movements from the heart space. We have to make many wrong turns before we figure out how to make right turns, right? So this is a reminder to only move on things that ignite your flame, that pull you, that draw you, that your wisdom center, ding, 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 that's the way, right? That your heart is like, yes, opens up, unfolds, blooms towards. Yes, because you value your heart now because of all this work that you have done to creating this inner beauty, this wisdom center, your tending of your inner flame. You want to make sure that it is burning. Yeah. I'm also getting a little bit of that. Well, it's the same as what I just said, I guess, that you needed this to find this, right? To recognize the difference. This is what contrast offers. An opportunity to fine tune, to refine, to define what it is that you are wanting based on what it is you are don't wanting. You are don't wanting. Right? But yes, sometimes, most of the time, we don't know exactly what it is that we want or that is right until we are shown what we don't want and what is wrong, right? And then it's like, well, I know it's not that way, so I'm gonna go this other way, right? And lo and behold, okay. Okay. You are the world. You are the children. Okay, this is a completion. You've completed the old cycle, the old way. Your flame is on fire and ain't nothing gonna put it out, okay? Yes. It's like the work is, what is that when they do that? To start fires, right? Create that friction, and then you finally, a spark, the heat, it lights, and you blow it and you tend it, and it's so fragile when it's little, right? And then you start burning things from the past. You're like, how am I going to feed you? Oh, with the shit from the past, right? So you start breaking down, deconstructing, and filling your fire, feeding your fire, and it starts to settle in. It starts to develop coals. It starts to put off major heat, right? And there's comfort in that. You're like, wow. And also, something about, yes, so now it is an established fire. It's not so precious and, delicate that it's going to go out. Maybe it did go out a couple times and you caught that spark, and then you had to get back on it again, right? This is the work, and this is the tending. And then when you get to this point of completion where, okay, your fire is going, it's established, you're shining, you're glowing, you're on fire, right? I feel like that is the completion of this. Yes, the wounds of the past contributed to ignition, the friction necessary. Just like the friction necessary to light a match, right? Gotta drag its head across a rough surface until it lights. You see the balance in everything, and yet we are always constantly surprised. It's the sacred exchange, right? That same with the sacrificing the old so that the new is born. You had to throw those old things into the fire in order to keep that fire burning bright for the good of all, right? To the benefit of the whole. Okay. Okay, so that's gorgeous. You've completed the cycle. You no longer have to spin that stick and try to start a fire. You're cooking now. Now it's about, okay, what are you going to do with this fire, right? What are you going to cook? What's for dinner and who's coming over? Okay. So what's next is your active participation in manifestation and creation in your life, right? What do you want now? What do you want? The slate is clean, the board is clear. What do you want? What do you want out of life, right? Speak it into being. Now that your mind is in line with your words, you're powerful. So, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. I love that because it's kind of got all of it, right? The let it be, which is that flow and allowing and trusting that the right place, the right time. Speaking your words of wisdom, the power of your voice and your intention. You speak it and then you let it go, right? It's like delivering a letter the old way. You would drop I guess you can go emails too, right? You have to press send, just like you have to drop the letter into the mailbox in order to let it go. So many people are like, okay, I've written everything that I want, put a stamp on it, right? I walked over to the post office. I dropped it in the mailbox. I dropped it in the mailbox, did ya? Yeah. Your hand's still in the mailbox, and pull it out right now. Oh yeah, you're still holding on to it. Dang it! You gotta let it go and trust that it's getting where it's going. And wait the appropriate time for the response, right? That's why I always like snail mail because there's a little bit more of a emails are a little bit more instant. I think we can get to email stage. I think some things will be received through email, but other things take a little bit longer, require more components, cooperative components to readjust. So it takes a little longer. And the longer it takes, the bigger and better it's going to be, right? And this can help you in those wait periods to just live your best life. And before you know it, there's a package at your door, return to sender. Oh, is that they sent your letter back? Okay, yeah, there you go. Validation. You just gotta be, okay? Let it be, let it be, let it be, oh, let it be. Be the Queen of Pentacles in her opulence. Okay. Yeah. This is the Queen of Pentacles, the beer in the material realm, the one who reaps what they have sown, who sits amongst the fields of abundance, right? Roses and wheat. And look at the size of this moon, fully connected to intuition and not waiting, busy doing whatever they want to do, okay? Focused on your own. I don't know what's happening here. Is it a key to some weird box? Is she stamping something? I don't know what's happening, but it doesn't matter because she's enjoying herself while she does it. Okay, so that's the point. Part of your inner beauty, or all of it, is your calm, peaceful ability to be in your now. Your now state, beautiful. And there's that balance, right? Taking action from the heart, focused, balanced. And when not taking action, being abundance and gorgeousness. Being abundance and gorgeousness. Okay, is that all the ones from this deck? We got the King of Swords at the bottom, which is communication, intellect, your mind, your rationale, your sword of truth wielder, right? How you speaking your truth. Wow. Hmm. Hmm. So we've got introspection. Okay, this is validating for me. The looking within, checking within before responding, before reacting, before moving. Is this a moment to be, or is this a moment to act? And this is kind of like before taking action with your heart space, right? Checking in, feeling it out, making sure you are moving towards what you are wanting and not the opposite direction. Okay, and then we got the strength and the movement, the fast moving energy coming out, which is beautiful because they're both eights. And 88 is magical. Also, it landed on the Three of Swords, both of them, on your heart wounds. And so it's almost like this movement of energy, this is strengthening you. Okay, yes, this is another confirmation of what we were talking about before, with those wounds from the past contributed to your solidifying, your fire tending, your sparking process. Okay, all those things created strength, made you stronger, Also getting that like the movement of energy making you stronger too. I keep being shown the broken thing, right? Something breaks unexpectedly, and that quick moving into allowing, into just clean it up and move on, right? That's your strength building. It's also a show of your strength, your ability to adapt, to flow with it. Beautiful. Okay. Okay. Let's get a fairy. I think the fairies want to come out. What you got for us, fairies? What do the fays say? We got one. We got two. A 14 and a 15. Interesting. The maiden and the journeyman. The maiden and the journeyman. Oh, it's this way. Is it? It's a countdown. Okay. Okay, maiden and gentlemen. What do we got? Just opened up on 8. Okay. The Journeyman. Adventure, independence, which is also representative of this card. Polishing of skills and travel. Omnis. Omnis Journeyman. Adventure, independence, travel, a long path ahead. We hope. This card speaks to the need to perfect skills in working and living, but it acknowledges having a sound grounding in the basics. Optimistic, innocent, and willing to learn, Omnis also shows us that intuition serves us well, but only if we pay attention to it. Sometimes we are operating from theory alone, and our knowledge may or may not be well grounded in reality. This card does not necessarily refer exclusively to beginnings, it can also signify a progression along a path, moving into the unknown from the known, a new phase in an ongoing process. The card may also represent untested concepts or ideas and suggest a need for balance between the intuitive and the rational as one approaches the unknown. Beautiful. This is what's kind of going on here. Consider where you are going. What are your long-term goals? What are you doing that is helping you move towards them? Beautiful confirmation of something, I feel like. I can't remember right now, but there's something in there about that. Your compass, which way you're going, how it feels. Feels don't go that way. Feels good, go that way, right? Okay. The Maiden. Auspicious beginnings, birth, growth, joy, and hope. Beautiful. The maiden signifies new beginnings and growth. You couldn't ask for a more auspicious card than this if you are becoming something new. Spontaneity, joy, growth, exhilaration, and promise for the future are signified here. We must note also that in the early stages of any process, there is vulnerability and a need for protection, shelter, and guidance. But there is also a magical impetus towards begrudging growth. Trust the process, but take care of the details as well. The maiden is also the inner child who needs to be under the supervision of a competent inner adult in order for her to feel secure and loved. She is not happy when we spoil her. Consider what is growing in your life. Make a list of your hopes, dreams, and plans. Look for the growth within you and think about how you can cherish and nurture that. Bless the growth you see around you. Yes, your inner flame is your growth, and you tend to it, you nurture it, you let it grow. Beautiful confirmations of all that jazz, right? Yes. Okay. Animal oracle. We got so many animals out here already. The raven, the whale, the butterfly, the swan, the lion. Who else wants to come out? That one. This one. It's the horse, of course. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yes, horse. Yes, horse. Earth and gorgeous. Earth and gorgeous. Oh yeah! Yesterday's reading, the bear came out. And then I went on my way on my day and I ran into a bear, a black bear. Well, I didn't run into it. I saw it in the ditch and I stopped. And it looked at me and then it walked across the road, went into the bush, and I slowly drove by it and I could hear it like all its crunchy crunchies in the forest. Speaking of, I'm seeing something in the bush. It's a deer. It's a deer. Okay. So that was really cool. There's the deer, loving, intuitive, graceful, the mother. There's the inner parent, beautiful. Okay. Okay, everybody just calm down. There's the horse, momentum, freedom, expansive energy, and force. Maybe not that force. The horse represents the most masterful form of earth energy within the deck. Boom. It provides us with the momentum so reliable, so supportive, that you can ride on its back towards any goal, no matter how difficult the terrain. A horse personality is fully awakened, fully alive, and cannot be defeated. Your flame is burning bright. The horse's freedom becomes available to us when we hone and collect our energy through daily practice. Physical stamina, the exercise, and mental focus, the meditation, are the secret weapons behind the horse's legacy. Beautiful. When in balance, achieves anything, never gives up. When out of balance, runs away and feels weak. And to bring into balance, strength training through practice, right? Through daily practice. Gorgeous. Also, today I moved my Pegasus a little closer because yesterday's reading, the horse and the eagle came out. And we decided that together they make a Pegasi, right? Yes, a beautiful balance between that intuitive bird's eye view, higher knowing mind, and the on the ground power and movement and momentum. Yes, gorgeous, beautiful, fantastical, and amazing. There you go. There you go. Kind of. Okay. We haven't done any love messages in a while, so let's do some. Those ones. Okay, feel it to heal it. Yes, this is part of the burning process, the cauterizing of the wounds, the picking it up, examining it, taking the wisdom from it and releasing it into the fire that builds and fuels the whole. It's a gorgeous, that's the sacred exchange, right? We already talked about that. Okay. Release resistance. Okay. Release the need to resist the resistance. Like we said before, sometimes, most times, it is a necessary part of the process. It is another example of the sacred exchange that resistance creates definition, right? That whole bit about going the wrong way a bunch of times to figure out the right way, right? It's a tool. And once you recognize it as a tool instead of why is all these things happening to me? Well, this is why. It's to help you define yourself, to take control, and it's about how you roll with it, right? That determines your movement. If you spill milk and then you fall on the ground and you're like, no, this milk, and trying to lick it off the ground, and then you're, why does milk always spill when I'm around, and this is from before and I blame it on other people and whatever, right? There's no movement, there's no momentum, you're just flailing on the ground, right? But if you're like, oh, spilled some milk, oh well, I'm just gonna grab something, clean that up, and move on with my day, my life, everything, right? Now you're moving. Okay. And remember, gratitude is your fuel, right? Gratitude is the heat that comes from your inner fire that brings peace and love. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay. You got this. Confirmation. Yeah, you do. You're there. It's happening. Time to let it go. That thing that you were holding so tightly to, the letter in the mail, the send button, whatever it is. Let it go. Drop that letter in there and trust that it's going to get where it's going to get. It does nothing for anybody for you to hold on to it. Let it go so your hands are open to receive. Yes. And take bold action, right? Because you are following your flame, your passion. And passion needs bold action. Something, if you are impassioned by something, then go for it. Shift your focus, your direction, and get there. Yes. Okay. Let's get some charms. Those guys. We'll take just a couple. Yes, 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 yes. Key gratitude. Gorgeous. You've got this. Okay, trust what you know because you are being communicated to by your ancestors through your intuition, your higher self, your inner knowing, your trust your inner compass, right? Cats see things other people can't, so trust what you see. Look at this, beautiful. This is your new life, and you get to decide what it looks like. Yes. Something about right place, right time. This is how you maintain the quality in your life. This is how luck flows in to your life, is your ability to flow. Okay, look at this. You've got the wings of an angel. Okay, this is part of your transformation into the gorgeous earth angel that you are. Okay. And we've got the balance. As above, so below. Trust the process, trust the becoming, trust the transformation, the recalibration. It's happening. It is happened. It has happened. Continue to shed the old layers, throw it in your fire, and glow gorgeously from within, right? Yes. Beautiful, 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 yes. There you go. That's what I have for you. I hope there was something in there of value for you to take or to consider or to think about. Whatever you gotta do, make it gorgeous, just like you. Love and appreciate you, and hope to see you next time. Bye for now.